to get you and your family downstairs right now. Downstairs.
Hi guys, it's me, Nadine, and I'm here with good Chucky. Because it's almost Halloween, he wanted to dress up as a My Buddy doll. I told my friends it was fine, I could watch him. You don't have to worry about me. I took 4 years of Krav Maga. Plus I got this bitchin' knife. You wanna meet Mr. Pasta? Mr. Pasta's my best friend. Cocoa Bean, aka Mr. Pasta. Oh, I hate that the glare is in my glasses. I apologize, but it is what it is. You gotta do it for the sake of the cosplay. Hi dolls, welcome back, and if you were new, hello, my name is Jessie, and today we're going to react to Season 3, Episode 1 of Chucky, Murder at 1600, and it feels good to be back. I just did the trailer reaction not that long ago, and I asked everybody, who should I cosplay? Who should I do? Should I do Tiffany again? Should I do Chucky again? I kind of want to do somebody different, and I got a lot of you saying Nika and Kyle, which would have been awesome to do, but I just feel like I wouldn't be able to properly execute that and convey it through the screen, so I decided to do everybody's favorite from Season 2, or at least my favorite, our dearly departed Nadine, who was murdered by good Chucky. I hated that. I was so upset when Nadine left, but I decided to avenge her for this season, just so she's with us. I am so excited to see what this season has to bring us. We are going to have a lot of chaos, I'm sure. There were a lot of things that blipped real fast in the trailer, but we did see Andy real quick. We did see Nika real quick. We saw our 3 favorites sporting some really awesome Chucky costumes, so I'm excited to jump in. Let's do that, but before we do, don't forget to throw a like or dislike if you do not like what you see. Comment down below, let me know why. Subscribe if you haven't yet. We do fun things here. Ring a link bell to be notified when I upload new videos, and don't forget to check the link down in the description for my Patreon. It is $5 a month. It's only $1.25 a week. It is all of my unedited reactions of everything that I do on YouTube. In addition to more, don't forget to follow us on all social media at star_chef_productions or at Jessie Dobbie for Twitter. This episode will be fully unedited over on Patreon immediately after it airs, so if you're interested, again, it is only $5 for the subscription for the month. It will be edited on YouTube as quickly as my fingers can edit, but without further ado, this is Season 3, Episode 1 of Chucky, Murder at 1600. Oh my god. Is it not gonna take that bar away? We're just gonna have to deal. It's not gonna be him. It's gonna be like a hide-and-seek game.
Henry, what are you doing?
I know my
I
heart.
saw him. He said, we're all going to die.
I gotta get this kid some therapy.
There's no such thing as ghosts.
But when Nana died, what about Jesus? He's a ghost. The Holy Ghost.
Yeah, Mom.
It says so in the Bible.
Henry.
I love when kids use facts against
Especially a house
parents.
as big and old as this.
At least Joseph is here.
What?
Joseph.
To protect me from the ghost.
We talked about this. You're a big boy now.
Have you talked
got
about how he
this,
said
okay?
everyone's gonna die?
Okay, we've got this, Joseph.
We sure do.
Oh! It almost sounded like Megan, didn't it? It's one of my favorite parts about this series, trying to figure out what the things are. Don Mancini. My shoe just made a noise and I really freaked myself out there for a second.
Mr. President, so we need to get you and your family downstairs right now. Downstairs.
Be careful, Teddy.
This way, man.
I'll be right there.
Teddy. You never say you'll be right back in a
Grant, it's me.
horror.
Yeah,
Mom, we have to go.
what's it look like? I'm sticking it to the man.
We're gonna talk about this later. Now we have to go.
Tell Melanie to prep
Look
a
how
steak.
different he looks. He looks so great.
Thank you, Teddy.
You're very welcome, sir.
Teddy, you don't know what you just did. Oh my god, I'm so claustrophobic. Are there any windows in this basement?
So how far down is it?
5 stories underground.
What? Chucky's head looks huge. He's doing his job.
Ow!
Oh, the dog's gonna get blamed.
Bad boy.
Wasn't him.
Your messages, your prayers, they really mean a lot to me, Devin and Lexi.
We love Jake, Devin, and Lexi.
Mine's been focused on my art. My final piece in this genre.
Dollheads,
My
we're bringing the dollheads
last
back.
word on the subject. Good guy. Problem is, there doesn't seem to be any left. I
Gotta
really
hit the thrift store.
need to get my hands on that doll.
So you don't really know what went wrong?
Not yet.
The president's son did a TikTok on it.
Idiots.
Yeah, of course.
This incident could point to larger concerns about security.
You're a little dumb
If you're gonna brand yourself as President of Transparency, you gotta take the bad with the
An
good.
interaction
I'm sure Dad would
with him
agree
and
with me
Chucky
on
is
that,
gonna be
right,
really
Dad?
interesting.
Where did you get that book?
From the gift shop. We go downstairs. Willie, who died tragically of typhoid in 1862.
And Chucky's hearing all of this.
How old is he?
Henry and Grant.
11?
He wants to see the Oval Office.
The f did he get this doll? It's a big knife. Oh, it's a letter opener.
Russia?
Good dad, he actually took him.
That's not very vice presidential of you. We're not
Is that
going
Lexi's
to bury
dad?
this.
It's been so long since we've seen him.
We're certainly not going to message this.
Who's your new
Yeah,
bodyguard?
where did this come
That's
from?
Henry's.
Hi, I'm Joseph, and I'm your friend till the end. Heidi ho.
Heidi ho.
Weird coincidence, Henry, finding a doll with that name.
Did
Mr.
they lose a
President,
child
your 11
because they were
o'clock is
acting
waiting
weird
in the
about that
East
story
Room.
before?
Thank you, Samantha.
Where did Chucky come from, though? Like, they're not weirded out by the fact that Henry just found this doll. I mean, not for nothing, but you're the president of the United States. You're supposed to be careful. You just got hacked. What if this talking, moving animatronic doll is recorded like Furbies? Do we not remember that? I think it's really interesting that we have this whole art project going, and he is now searching for the head of a good guy doll to put this whole piece together. Is this a ploy? Is that, I feel like they're smarter than this, right? They wouldn't just, Jake wouldn't be willingly bringing good guy dolls into his life in order to make peace with the situation. I feel like this is a ploy to see if there are actually any good guy dolls out there or if they're actually all really gone. I love how we're eating up the social media scene in this season.
This is what it's gonna take for me to find my sister. You f***ing win.
That's our girl.
Okay? Caroline was kidnapped.
Was she though?
I'm going to find you, and I'm going to bring you home.
Don't even think of pulling in.
You think that's a good idea? Don't you want to make friends?
I do. Joseph's got a big heart, too. At night, when I listen really close, I can hear it beating.
He's like, you're the president's son. I'm not allowed to tell you how f***ing weird that is. I like the drums. They cater the soundtrack to whatever the theme is. I love it. Chucky for president! Wouldn't be the worst orange thing we've had in office. You think someone played a joke
Who's in
on him?
there? Who's the comedian?
Excuse me?
You're not gonna say anything? What the f- I'd be like, who the f put this doll on my seat?
I'm scared.
Henry, cut this out, okay? You're freaking out, Mom and Dad. You shouldn't encourage him.
So he's like, I don't know if I believe him. There's some weird going on.
Jackie and Betty and Michelle all set a very high bar.
Text Michelle. She'll give you some pointers.
Yourself a break.
I need to keep busy.
Will you sweep my room first?
Happy to, sir.
Yeah, Teddy's suspicious about this doll. I like Teddy, and I feel like they're making us like Teddy, and I feel like that means Teddy's gonna die. But it may be too early. R.I.P. Teddy. I knew it. I knew it. I was like, they're making us like Teddy way too much. They're making us sympathize with him. He's sweet. He's bonding with Henry. He's a good person. It was only a matter of time. I was like, they're either going to kill him right away or it's going to be a little bit, but he's definitely going to be the first on the hit list. And sure enough, he got hit all right. This is going to be really interesting because obviously, Teddy did not paint himself, as far as we know, to be someone who would be likely to do this. So how is this going to go over in the White House, considering they just had someone hack in, so things are a little sketchy and uncomfortable right now. We know that there's something weird going on with the doll, or at least the president is assuming there is, because like someone's messing with it, moving it around. Who's the comedian, you know? So this is going to be really weird. Also, it just happened in Henry's room. Poor freaking Henry. He's over here terrified of ghosts and freaked out to even go into the White House in general. And now his only friend, aside from Joseph, just got freaking murdered. Is he going to have to share now with Grant? We need my Devin. There he is.
Like the now infamous
R.I.P.
town
Father
rally
Bryce.
a couple years ago. We all know the connection that Good Guy dolls have with Hackensack. going all the way back to the 60s and Charles Lee Ray. I have a date with the hottest guy in Hackensack. So, until next time, everyone keep your eyes peeled.
Interesting with all of this going on in Hackensack, in New Jersey. The White House didn't hear about any of this. This lady's like, oh, here we go again.
The agent in question was alone.
Given this scandal,
She didn't call on you.
Forgive me. The president feels that difficult times, such as these, are exactly when openness and honesty are needed most.
You working together?
Teddy left me.
Oh.
He got sick. None of us knew where we would have helped him.
Joseph, when can I have him back?
He's evidence
Okay,
now he
listen
was
to
in
me.
the room.
You've got to be brave, all right, buddy?
Where am I going to sleep?
Your brother's gonna bunk with you tonight.
Great.
It's okay. Thanks for not ratting me out.
You're putting me in a really tough spot.
Yeah. Lucky to have someone
Can you
that
imagine
cool,
if my parents knew
though.
I smoked weed?
Nice.
Are we doing the right thing, letting him get so attached to it?
Henry lost his brother. Some doll gives him any sort of comfort. Who are we to take that from him?
Alright, so there it is. Some peace and calm.
Elio. Oliver.
Okay, that went over my head. I don't know what that's from.
Are we doing Titanic now?
I make room for you in my floating door.
Jake's been working out. They both could have fit on that door.
Seriously, are you nervous? We're ready. I love you. Tevin, check your phone.
What song is that?
I think it's Chucky.
Amazingly lifelike.
Looking for your sister?
Mine just says, F you, Devin.
Beautiful telephone voice. Miss me?
A little bit.
Yeah.
My new place is pretty strict about visitors.
Let's play. But give us a clue.
I just did.
Mine just says, F you, Devin. Oh my god, poor Devin. That could be anywhere. That could literally be anywhere. That could be the White House. That could be a prison. That could be another boarding school. That could be anywhere. It could literally be anywhere. It could be a hospital. Like, I don't know. It could be anywhere. But he did call him from a number that had all 00000. When does that ever happen? Like, when is that ever a thing? The fact that he called him from all zeros might indicate something like government type. How the hell are they going to get into the White House? And how are they even going to figure it out? We get the confirmation that Joseph was a brother that they had lost, and it's probably hitting Henry really hard, which makes sense as to why the mother was acting the way she was kind of in the beginning, where she was like, oh, his name's Joseph. You want him to process what happened in the way that he can process it, but at the same time, what do you deem inappropriate? What do you deem not? He's a child. It's a tragic experience. So it's hard. I like that we have this kind of relationship to a certain extent with the Secret Service guy and Grant. It shows that there is trust there that has been built between them. And so if they do need help and they do go to him for help, he will listen. He will respond. He's not just going to be like, I have to listen to your dad. So that should be an interesting connection to explore. I just really can't wait for an interaction between Grant and Chucky. I feel like that is going to be very, very interesting. I can't wait for Lexi to figure out that Caroline has gone full-blown psycho and is in cahoots. Speaking of, where is she? Like, we saw that Tiffany was in prison or in jail in the trailer. Where the hell's Caroline? If Chucky is in the White House.
I even threw in a little bit
Teach.
of driver's ed.
I'm saying this like it's a good thing. I don't want you to end up
Falling behind?
Yeah.
Stupid.
She's done everything she can to help us. The least we can do is try to protect her.
Hey, I can hear you whispering in there.
Yeah, that's a hard one. I feel like maybe keeping a secret right now would be a good thing.
We are
She might
lifted
freak.
up by community. We celebrate the life of Theodore Brooks. We can take comfort in Psalm 23.
It's a fucking funeral. Have some respect.
I will feed fire. Ready. Bang.
Hold those bank statements you asked for.
Broadcast that any louder? Would you put money down on an expensive trip if you already had your bags packed for the great beyond?
Exactly what she wanted. Something.
We've scoured the internet and all of Hackensack for almost a year and found literally no sign of him.
It was all zeros.
Yeah.
I did some digging.
How important?
Turn around.
Zendaya?
So important that you
my
can make it
girl,
like your
Lex.
number doesn't even exist at all. People with that kind of power are like the Pentagon and the CIA.
They don't
you
even
say we
see
did
it's
pretty
a
good?
tragedy at the White House.
Pretty well. Fret not. I am gonna mold those squishy little minds.
First ever apparent
Ah, there he is.
In the White House.
Yeah, I know.
How did he even get in there?
Ooh, we're spiraling out of
We'll go
control.
to DC and we'll stop him.
We can't get in there. It's the White House.
We need to find Caroline.
We're gonna kill Chucky, guys.
Yeah.
Again.
Yeah.
Again and again if we have to. All right, there you have it. My official reaction to episode 1 of season 3, Chucky, Murder at 1600. Very good. I thought it was a very good opener. We had a death, which was exciting. We have some scares, which was nice. And we have the layout of the season. So we are in the White House, as we knew from the trailer, but we are in the White House. We, don't know how Chucky got there. We know that Chucky was with Caroline, and now Caroline apparently is not there unless she's hiding somewhere out there. And now Chucky is. So how did he get there? 2, we now know that our crew knows that Chucky is at the White House, not only because of the subtle hints he dropped, but also because they saw him on TV. And I love the way that these shots are set up, where they're all sitting around like, we have nothing. What do we think? What, like, zeros and, privacy and this, and they're literally sitting in front of a TV that says tragedy at the White House. It's just brilliant. But we know that we're with the teacher, whose name I can never remember. I'm sorry. She's so nice. I still am a little skeptical about her involvement with things, though. But their choice to not tell her about Chucky being back, I feel like is a good one. But at the same time, it's like you almost want to prepare the people around you for something like this, but at the same time, I think that she would probably freak and it wouldn't be good for them. We also do know, again, that he is at the White House, so for him to get all the way back here, he's probably not going to leave the White House, right? Because that's the safest spot for him right now. In addition to this main story of our kids trying to get to him because Lexi wants to know where her sister is and Devin and Jake just want to kill him again, we have this thing with this reporter who's trying to dig into all the nitty-gritty issues that are occurring in this White House and figure out and expose what the true real story is. So she now knows that the death of Teddy is most likely not by his own hand. It sounds like something happened to him. So the further that she digs into this, the more and more trouble it's going to cause the family, and the more things are going to be exposed in the wrong way, because obviously we know what is going on. So as Chucky's kill count goes up, it's going to wreak havoc on this family, and it's going to be very interesting for us to watch. We do see that we obviously get a glimpse at Nika. We get a glimpse at Tiffany, so I wonder if they're going to be in the next episode or not. We know in the trailer that we did see Andy, but we didn't get him in this one. So who's to say when he's going to pop up? But I'm really right now, my biggest question is, where the hell is Caroline? Where the hell is Caroline? She is a little girl. And so she can't just be running around town by herself. I mean, I guess she could, but at the same time, I don't think she would be. So where is she? Is she with Tiffany right now? And then eventually Tiffany is going to be put in jail? Because just because we saw Tiffany in jail doesn't mean that she's in jail right now. Maybe that's what ends up happening. The last we saw at the end of the last season was Chucky exposing himself as not being the doll that she thought it was. And so, we don't know exactly what happened with Tiffany. We'll have to find out and see. But overall, I thought it was fun. I thought it was a good, fun start to the season. It was a good, fun episode. We got our jump scares in. We got our jokes and our laughs. And I can't get over the mine just as you, Devin. Overall, fantastic episode. I cannot wait to see what happens next. We get an episode of Chucky every week. I'm so happy it's back. Again, this will be fully unedited over on Patreon. If you are interested, go check it out. But until the next reaction, so long, everyone. Try to make someone smile today. You never know when they might need it next. Bye. Say bye, good Chucky.